ActiveCampaign Integration.
Hello everyone, I am Krisztian, the Technical Support Manager at ZeroBounce, and today I'll discuss about our ActiveCampaign integration. We'll also go through the setup process, through the features, how to score and validate, and how to see the results in ActiveCampaign. On the setup side, from the ZeroBounce website, go into integrations and select ActiveCampaign. We'll need to provide ZeroBounce with the API key and the API URL from ActiveCampaign. To do that, we need to be logged into our ActiveCampaign environment. Go to Settings, Developer, and we can find the API URL and also the API for that matter. So let's go ahead and update these two fields. And click Connect. We'll get redirected back into the Connected Integrations tab, where we can see all the connected integrations that we have. For now, we'll discuss about ActiveCampaign. So first things first, we have the auto validation feature, which by default is disabled for this integration, because unfortunately it does not support auto validation for bulk contact imports. However, if we add single contacts, it will work. Next up, we have the export valid only. When validating a new list, the valid results will be exported to a new ZeroBounce valid emails list that is created in the integration, so in the ActiveCampaign account. We also have a remove duplicates feature, just in case any duplicated email address is present in your contact lists, whether it is in one single contact or in multiple contacts. We'll take care of that. We'll only validate it once, so we will not waste credits for that matter. We also have the results mapping tab, from where we can customize the tags that we are exporting back into your ActiveCampaign environment. We also have the view automation history. Any email address that is validated through the auto validation feature will appear here. You can also export these results back to a CSV file if you want. Next up, the view shared history. If we do scoring or validation on one or more lists, we'll have a history of that right here. If we click on Edit Entry, we'll also find the scheduled validation and scheduled scoring, which can be done for all the contacts every X days, or it can be done for only new contacts that have been added to that specific list. We can also select the validation frequency, so validate my list every 1 day, every 2 days. It's entirely a preference feature. Besides doing validation, we can also do scoring as we are validating the contacts. If we find any catch-all email, we can give that a score through our AI scoring feature. And we can also add activity data if any is found. And by the way, activity data is free for a limited time until September 30, 2024. This will consume 0 additional credits until that day. Once we are done selecting our settings, we can click on Save and leave that page. Now for demo purposes, we'll do both a validation and a scoring, and we'll also see the results back in ActiveCampaign. Once we are clicking on validate, we also get a new count of email addresses, because within HubSpot it may be possible that you can add multiple email addresses to a single contact. So right before going ahead and validating or scoring, we'll get a new total amount of the contacts that we need to validate. When we try to validate, we also have the scoring option, so we can also validate and score. But scoring consumes 1 additional credit per email found with a catch-all status. And we can also add activity data if we wish. Click on validate. It will get us back into the ZeroBounce dashboard, more specifically into the validate tab, where we can see the progress of validation in real time. But while it's being queued up and validated, we can also trigger a scoring on that file. As it's validating and scoring, we should be able to see the progress in view shared history. And for the scoring action, we can see the integration it has been done with. So we have the ActiveCampaign ZeroBounce 10, 37 and 9 account. There is name, which is all contacts, action that we did, which is score, the creation date, and also the status being exporting ZeroBounce results. So as we speak, it's getting all the results from the files and it is exporting them back into your ActiveCampaign account. On the ActiveCampaign side, if you go into contacts and click on any of the contacts that we have validated or scored and go into the details of the contact, we have general details, and we'll also see ZeroBounce fields. In order to get these fields, you'll need to do at least one scoring or one validation through ZeroBounce on that file, so we can add these tags into your ActiveCampaign environment. So we can see the ZeroBounce score, the scoring timestamp, ZeroBounce status, the substatus, validation timestamp, and also the last known activity. If you go into lists, select our list, we can also add these tags into this dashboard. Just click on this wheel, scroll down, and we can add any of the tags that we have exported back into ActiveCampaign upon validation or scoring. So we can select ZB_status, and we can see the status of all the contacts from a specific list that we have validated or scored for that matter. That is pretty much it about the ActiveCampaign integration. Thanks everyone for watching.